Two investors start the same journey on the same day. May 10th, 2030. Meet Sarah and Tom. They both spent decades building their careers. They both saved $500,000 for their child's education. They both aim to pay for a $200,000 degree. They both invest in the same balanced portfolio. And over 18 years, their investments achieve the exact same average return, 8%. So logically, their children should have the same opportunities. They don't. 18 years later, Tom's child has a full ride, tuition paid, no debt, a bright future ahead. Sarah's child is looking at student loans, savings depleted, dreams compromised, a future burdened by debt, same savings, same goal, same average return. So what gave one family financial freedom and left the other scrambling? It's a danger hiding in plain sight. A flaw buried beneath the promise of average returns. And it's called the sequence of returns. I'm Daniel, and I'm fascinated by the subtle financial traps that derail life's biggest goals. If you think saving a specific amount guarantees your future, this video is a must-watch. Because when you need your money can be just as critical as how much you've saved. Here is the fundamental mistake in most long-term savings plans. We imagine our money growing in a straight, predictable line to 8% a year, every year. But the real world is a roller coaster. When you start spending your savings, the order of those market ups and downs becomes everything. Sarah's journey began with a storm. Year 1, minus 15%. Year 2, minus 8%. Year 3, plus 22%. But she had to start paying tuition bills during those first 2 years from an account that was bleeding value. She was forced to sell her investments when they were down just to cover the costs. That money was gone. It never had a chance to benefit from the market's recovery. That's called selling into a downturn. And it's a silent wealth killer. Now Tom's story was different. He started his withdrawals during a bull market. Year 1, plus 18%. Year 2, plus 12%. Year 3, minus 5%. His withdrawals were just a small dip in a rising tide. His portfolio kept growing, even as he spent from it. The early gains created a massive buffer that protected him from the later downturns. That's positive compounding, even during withdrawal. And it's the key to making your money last. So let's look at your own financial plan. Are you prepared for the market's timing? Or are you just hoping for the best? Think about your biggest financial goal. Maybe it's retirement, or a house, or like Sarah and Tom, your child's education. What if the year you need that money, the market drops 20%? Do you have a plan B? Is your plan B to just sell anyway and hope it works out? That's not a plan, that's a gamble. A gamble that Sarah lost. Or do you have a buffer? Maybe it's a cash reserve, set aside specifically for the first few years of withdrawals. Money that isn't exposed to market risk. This lets your investments ride out the storm, untouched. What about your asset allocation? As you get closer to your goal, does your investment mix change? Are you shifting from aggressive growth stocks to more stable, conservative assets like bonds? This is called de-risking. It's like an airplane gradually descending for a smooth landing, instead of just cutting the engines and hoping you don't crash. Do you know how you'll adjust your spending if the market turns against you? Could you spend a little less in a down year to avoid selling your assets at a loss? A flexible withdrawal strategy can be the difference between your money lasting a lifetime or just a decade. These aren't just theoretical questions. These are the questions that separate a successful financial journey from a tragic one. The difference between Tom's success and Sarah's failure wasn't luck. It was strategy. It was understanding that average return is a myth. The only returns that matter are the real returns you get, in the order you get them. Don't let your life's work be undone by a simple, overlooked risk. Look beyond the average. Plan for the sequence. Because in the end, timing isn't just everything, it's the only thing.